Welcome back to the next video in the series. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. So instead of doing our usual, which is a game or something on P5 play, today we're going to look at creating more of your traditional app. Now, I will say as a precursor that using something like React or Blazor or something like that is more industry focused. I'd say more proper, if that was the right word to use. But in terms of you just starting JavaScript, you're just starting a bit of programming, and all you want to do is make a simple little app. Maybe it's a menu system for your game that's got a few more features than what we've done with sprites and things, or maybe you just want to make just an app itself. Then this is the video for you. So we're going to start off nice and easy by just creating a normal P5.js app. Nothing crazy, nothing weird, nothing special, just a standard P5 application. So I'm going to get rid of all the stuff as usual. We can keep in the background. So what we're going to create today is a really simple like pizza ordering system, something like that. So I'm going to make a bunch of videos. No, I'm already doing that. A bunch of variables. So I'm going to say let pizza type. So that's going to be a variable that's going to obviously store what pizza type I've chosen. I'm going to make an array called extra toppings. And what that's going to do is store all the extra toppings. I'm going to have an address, so let address input, that's going to be a little string to hold the person's address. I'm going to have a button, let order button, which is going to be the button we press to make the order. I'm going to add something weird in because it's not traditional for a pizza ordering application or website, but I wanted to show off P5 slider, so we're going to have a slider to show the level of bake. Let's say if you want like a lightly baked pizza or a bake level slider, I'm going to call it. But yeah, just sort of the level of bake. I'm going to have a title to be the title of the program, and I'm going to make a bunch more variables for my checkboxes, which is cheese, let's say mushrooms, olives, and bacon. Obviously you don't have to choose those toppings. Some people don't like olives on pizza. I don't particularly like olives on pizza. I just like olives. But whatever it is, a bit of an American pizza, shall we say. So once we've got that sorted, we've got all of our variables ready, we can go ahead and actually start making the program itself. Now I'm just moving to a bit spot off my floor because it's absolutely freezing up here in my office. So we're going to have title, nice and easy, equals, I don't know, welcome to the pizza ordering program. Nice and easy. And then first things first, I'm going to make some radio buttons. So these are going to be for my main types of pizzas. I'm going to say pizza type equals create radio. So it's going to create a bunch of radio buttons. We need a position for that, so we're going to say pizza type. I was really hoping it was going to auto-complete for me, but it's not my day today. Dot position equals 50-50 like that. It's a function, so it's going to shoot its position, which is 50 from the top and 50 from the right hand side. And then we're going to add, I'm going to copy and paste this, pizza type dot option. So it's going to give me one of my options, and then that's going to add, I always spell it wrong, so margherita, I think that's right. And then I can go ahead and copy that a few times, and that should make me a nice, if I just run that really quickly, provided there's no errors or mistakes. There we go, we've got margarita on there. And then we can just add our other ones. So we'll have pepperoni. What should we have the next one to be? Vegetarian. I mean, if it was my pizza shop and someone asked for a vegetarian one, I'd probably tell them to go home. But that's just me. So there we go, we've got our option boxes. There we've got our radio buttons. So that's nice and easy. I can select them, and whenever I select them, the value of pizza type will be the name that I've put as the option. So it'll be Hawaiian or whatever. So now we're going to make some checkboxes for extra toppings. So we can just put a comment in there. So checkboxes for toppings. And let's just say cheese equals create a checkbox. Make sure it's not a capital there for the box. We're going to call it extra cheese, and I'm going to set it to be default as false, so it means it's not already done. And then we can just do its position like this to be 50 and 90. So these are going to go down, these options. And then I can do this 4 times. I'm just going to have to add to that Y position. Oh, don't press the wrong button. I've got a new keyboard. And on my keyboard, I've got all these macro buttons. And I'll just keep pressing them by accident. So I've got 90. Let's go 120. 150. And 180. Hopefully that'll be enough. Like that. And then we can just change these values. So that can be extra mushrooms, extra olives, extra bacon, and then we'll just update our variables so they're correct there as well. So we'll have bacon, olives. Oh, I put a capital there by mistake, so I'll just fix that in a moment. And extra olives like that. So if I run that, fingers crossed, it all works nicely. There we go, I've got our checkboxes there that I can select multiple of, whereas my radio I can only select one, which is good. Because I might want all of those extra toppings. Let's add my slider now, so let's say bake level slider equals create slider. I'll explain these parameters in a moment. So the lowest value is going to be 1, the highest value is 3, and we're going to start it at 1, that's what that means. And then we can say bake level slider again dot position equals, should we say 250? Yeah, I think 250, so we'll do it as 50 and 250 like that. And that's going to create our nice little slider. We can have a look on that, see if that works. Might be too far. There's probably a bit too much. 220, is that a little bit better? Yeah, it's better. There's no text on it. I probably should have put text on it, but that's not really a point in the video. And then we're going to have a little thing to type in their address. So we'll say address input equals create input. Now we're going to set that to default of nothing. Of course, if you wanted to have, you know, text here or something, that's fine. I'm going to copy this a few times because I'm going to use multiple lines on this one. So I can say that, that, and that. So I'm going to want dot position again is going to be 50, and then if that's 220, let's say 250. So a little guess there. We'll say dot size. So it's plenty of room. Maybe it's a bit too big, 300, maybe we go 250 pixels. And then I think that'll do. If I want to, I can have it so it types some words into it, but it doesn't look it's not full text. So instead of like input here where I could put hello, for example, when I run that, just give it a minute, it says hello in the box like I've typed that, which I don't want. Because otherwise people's addresses will start saying hello in, and that's stupid. But I can do address input dot attribute. I'm going to call that placeholder, because it's a placeholder. And then I might just say enter your address. Now if I run that, if it all works, it says enter your address. It's like fading when I start typing, it goes away. And just flashed up my real address then, so that's not good. So don't go send me anything. I'd rather you didn't. And then we've got order button, our last bit, equals create button. Place your order. And then order button dot mouse clicked is going to call a function called place order. And then order button dot position is going to be 50, and then what do we have last time? 250. So let's just say 300 just to make it nice and easy. Possibly some spacing, I'm going to put text over it and things like that, but it doesn't matter too much. So now we'll just start our draw function, which doesn't have to have a lot. We can just do our normal clear background, just make it grey. Fill. So we're going to fill it in white. text size 20, and then text title is going to be at 50. So when I run that, now, oh, it's got a little error there, so we'll see what my problem is. Place order is not defined. Of course it isn't, I haven't made it yet. So function place order, that'll solve that problem. We can see what our app starts to look like. And there we go. So it's a little bit high, so we can just maybe put that down to 20. And then I think we'll replicate it, so run it twice to get the changes. But there you go. Pizza order program, all my bits are in there. So I need to make this place order button actually do some stuff. Okay, so we're going to say let selected pizza equals pizza type dot value. That's going to grab that. I'm going to make a, I think I've already got extra toppings there, so I can do extra toppings. No, I'm going to redeclare it, but I'm not really. I'm just going to make it blank, so if you do it multiple times, it's not going to have multiple orders all in the same array. And then I can just say if cheese.checked, what we're going to do, I'm going to do extra toppings dot push. I'm going to add extra cheese. Okay, so then obviously I want an if, not an else if for this one, because I want to be checking, I might have all of them. So let's just say mushrooms, I think was the next one. Then we had olives and bacon, and just change it, so extra bacon, extra olives, extra mushrooms. That's going to add that to the array. We're then going to get the bake level from that slider, so we can say let bake level equals bake level slider dot value. That's going to give us a number between 1 and 3, so we can just do let bake text, so we've got, oops, not capital B there, something to store the actual value in, and we'll just have that as a string that's empty, like that. Just make a bit more room so we can see it. Then we're going to say if bake level equals 1, then bake text equals a light bake. Else if bake level equals 2, and so on. So bake text is going to be medium. Let's put a capital. So it's just nothing special now. It's just your normal programming that we've done in previous videos. If you've watched the original JavaScript basics playlist, then things like using if statements and case statements possibly as well. All your loops and things, all your programming is exactly the same. There's no change. It's just I'm using, instead of inputs, using prompts and console.log, I'm actually changing parts of some of the HTML elements that we're adding. It's a bit easier than just using raw HTML, I think anyway, so you don't have to get element by ID and all stuff like that. And then we can just say let delivery address is going to be our address input.value. That's going to be whatever text I type. And then our final thing is going to be our order details, which is going to be order details. Now I'm going to have in here a \n, which means a new line. So it's going to place it in. So in the prompt it's not going to be one line, which we don't want anywhere. Then we can just do order details plus equal. So we're going to add to what's already in there. We'll say pizza type, nice and easy, plus, and then selected pizza, like that. Then we're going to add another \n, so it goes to the next line. Then we'll do order details plus equals. We'll have extra toppings plus. Then what we're going to do here is do extra toppings dot join. And what this basically does is goes for everything in the array and adds it to one big thing, so you don't have to for loop through, which is nice, it's useful. Then we'll do the bake level. So plus equals bake level plus, I think it's bake text plus /n. And then last but not least, the address, so plus equals delivery. And obviously this could be put into local storage, which we're going to look at in a different video. It could get put in a database. If you're storing orders, it could get printed. Doesn't matter. And the last thing I'm going to do is just alert those order details. So hopefully nothing breaks. I can order a pizza. But we'll do the two run in just in case it's something weird. So margarita, extra cheese. There we go. Medium bake level, place order. We've got an error. So bake level's not defined, so let's just check. And it's because what line's that? 66. Bake level, I didn't put a capital L. So really easy fix there. So we'll go for pepperoni with extra bacon, extra mushrooms, medium done. Place the order. So it says pepperoni with extra mushrooms, extra bacon, and possibly some different formatting could be done there. I know what it is. Extra bacon, bit level medium bake. So everything's worked absolutely fine, but I missed a bracket here. So if we run that again, vegetarian with bacon, place that, and there we go. I think we're possibly just missing the \n somewhere. So we've got extra toppings. I think that has worked, but it has been a little bit dodgy on the old printing. But overall, that's worked. I think I'd possibly have a \n there. Hopefully that'll run a little bit better. Oh, I've broke it even more. Maybe it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that escape character, I don't think. It might be because I reran it twice. So we've got... I left that bracket in there, which was a foolish mistake. And that's that replet error. So then let's try... There we go, working perfectly. It was just when I ran it the first time, it didn't actually register I changed something, which is always good. And that's it, so that's your basic app. Now, obviously, it's only basic. I did one with my students, or I'll be doing one with my students, where you make like choose colours of cars and choose what extra features of cars you want, but any sort of basic input, it could be settings for a game, it could be a complete application, doesn't matter. All of that is quite easy to do using P5, saving you having to make a HTML page, do loads of HTML, and then do loads of JavaScript to actually complement it and make it work. Obviously, you get more freedom with HTML, but things like CSS elements, you can still change parts of the CSS. There's nothing stopping you just changing the whole canvas. I could go into here and do canvas, border, radius, 20 pixels, and then what I should do, if it actually does it, it should. If I just make it a bit smaller, it'll help. If I just change that to 400. That's too small. You can actually change it so it curves these edges. Now, for some reason, it's not working for me, so let's just try that, which is insane. That's interesting. Well, that's not working, but maybe a little look. It'd be something real stupid. I know it will, because I've done it before many times. Oh. Let's have a look really quickly. Border dash radius, 20 pixels. No, that's right. Oh, I've written Canva. Bloody hell. Canvas. And then when I run it, it'll curve those ends for me. There we go. So it's more appy. Bloody hell, that took a long time for a very, very stupid error, didn't it? But yeah, I wrote Canva, not Canvas. But there you have it. There's the code. Nice and easy. So I will do some more on how to like send data between pages using local storage. I'll do some more on how to sort of apply things to games as well. But that's your basics of creating a really simple application using P5 and JavaScript. thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please share. Leave a comment. Anything helps. Obviously, we're on about 1,200, I think, subscribers now. So if you can send us some more across my way, it'd be absolutely awesome. But thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video.